Hey everyone, welcome to TenXcellence, where we bring you the best of the worst, or in today's case, the worst of the worst. Buckle up, because today we're diving into the cinematic disasters that somehow got labeled as comedies. From painful punchlines to tragic attempts at humor, these movies will make you question how they ever got made. So grab some popcorn or maybe just a stress ball, because here are the top 10 worst comedy movies of all time. Number 10. Dumb and Dumberer, When Harry Met Lloyd, 2003.
How'd you get so smart?
Public school. Yeah, and when you live in the basement, you breathe in a lot of chalk dust. It writes all the answers all over your brain.
You're so lucky.
Okay, let's start with a prequel no one asked for. Dumb and Dumberer, When Harry Met Lloyd is the cinematic equivalent of meeting a long-lost friend, only to realize you never really liked them in the first place. This film tried to capture the magic of the original Dumb and Dumber, but without Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels, it was like trying to make a cake without sugar. It's just not the same. The young actors, bless their hearts, tried, but the script was as flat as a pancake. The humor forced and flat, leaving fans of the original wishing they could erase this from their memories.
Somebody chipped my tooth. How do you think I feel? Someone bit me in the forehead? Oh.
Number 9. It's Pat, 1994.
What we want to know is, are you a brother or a sister?
Well, I'm an only child.
Remember that one SNL character who was funny for about 5 minutes? Yeah, neither do we. It's Pat. Take a one-joke concept, whether the main character is male or female, and stretches it out into a full-length movie. Spoiler alert, it doesn't work. The film is painfully repetitive, and the humor, if you can call it that, feels more like a bad joke you'd hear at a family reunion. Julia Sweeney's performance as Pat is as uncomfortable as the premise itself, leaving audiences squirming in their seats, and not in a good way. Number 8. The Master of Disguise, 2002.
I'm going to be a master of disguise. I'm going to be a master of disguise. I'm going to be a...
Donna Carvey is a comedic genius when he's not in this movie. The Master of Disguise tries to be a showcase for his impersonation skills, but ends up being a cringe-worthy collection of awkward moments. The plot, if you can call it that, is about as coherent as a fever dream, and the jokes? Well, they're about as funny as a root canal. Despite Carvey's best efforts, this movie feels like it was thrown together on a weekend with no clear direction, leaving us all wishing he'd stuck to the Saturday Night Live sketches he's known for.
Where'd he go?
Number 7. Freddy Got Fingered, 2001.
I'm sexy! I'm a sexy boy! Ding dong! Ding dong!
Tom Green is known for pushing boundaries, but Freddy Got Fingered is less of a comedy and more of an endurance test. Imagine a series of gross-out gags strung together with no coherent plot. Actually, don't imagine it, because that's exactly what this movie is. The film was supposed to be outrageous, but it ended up being outrageously bad. It's the kind of movie that makes you wonder how it got past the idea stage, let alone into theaters. And as for Tom Green's performance, let's just say it's an acquired taste, but only if you like your comedy with a side of nausea.
What are you doing? For your information, this is me being creative.
Number 6. Jack and Jill, 2011.
Are you going bald? Huh? No, you're getting fatter and your hair doesn't realize it needs to cover more face. Okay.
Adam Sandler plays both the title roles in Jack and Jill, and unfortunately, it's twice the Sandler, but not twice the fun. The movie tries to pull off the classic opposites attract trope, but with Sandler in drag, it's more of a horror show than a comedy. The jokes are stale, the plot is non-existent, and the product placement? Oh boy, it's like a 2-hour commercial break. Even Al Pacino couldn't save this train wreck, though his bizarre romantic subplot with Sandler's female alter ego is something you can't unsee. Seriously, what was he thinking? Number 5. Gigli, 2003. Gigli is technically a romantic comedy, but it's more infamous for its catastrophic failure than for any laughs. Starring Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez at the height of their tabloid fame, this movie was supposed to be a blockbuster. Instead, it became a punchline. The chemistry between the leads is as believable as politicians promise, and the dialogue is so cringe-worthy that it hurts. This movie bombed so hard that it almost ended Affleck's career. Thankfully, he bounced back, but Gigli remains a cautionary tale of how not to make a rom-comedy.
Gigli is so horrible, I had to go clean my palate afterward by watching glitter.
Number 4. Norbit, 2007. Eddie Murphy has had his share of hits and misses, but Norbit is a miss of epic proportions. Playing multiple roles in the movie, including the title character and his overbearing wife, Murphy leans heavily into offensive stereotypes that are more cringe-worthy than funny. The plot revolves around a love triangle that feels as forced as the laughs, and the humor is often mean-spirited. Critics and audiences alike tore this movie apart, and for good reason. It's the kind of film that makes you question what the writers were thinking, or if they're thinking at all.
Me? Don't you wish your girlfriend was a freak like me?
Number 3. Son of the Mask, 2005. Sequels are tricky, especially when the original is beloved classic like The Mask. But Son of the Mask took everything that was fun about the first film and replaced it with, well, whatever this is. Jamie Kennedy stars in this bizarre, over-the-top disaster that relies heavily on CGI and slapstick, but completely misses the mark on charm and humor. The jokes are juvenile, the plot is nonsensical, and the overall experience is like watching a bad cartoon, only it's live action, which somehow makes it worse. Even fans of the original Mask would agree, this sequel should have stayed in the box.
Hey! Who's the fish? Who's the fish?
Number 2. Disaster Movie, 2008. Remember when parody movies were clever and fun? Disaster Movie is the unfortunate result of what happens when you try to cram every pop culture reference from 2008 into a single film, without any regard for story or comedy. The movie is an onslaught of bad jokes, lame references, and terrible acting that will leave you feeling exhausted rather than entertained. The title is accurate though. It's a truly disaster, in every sense of the word. This movie makes you wish the filmmakers had just stopped while they were behind. Number 1. Movie 43, 2013. And now, we've reached the pinnacle of terrible comedy. Movie 43 is a collection of short films, each one more bafflingly awful than the last. How they got so many A-list actors to participate in this train wreck is one of life's great mysteries. The humor is gross, offensive, and worst of all, not funny. It's the kind of movie that makes you question the state of Hollywood and your own life choices for watching it. Movie 43 is the undisputed champion of bad comedy, earning its place as the worst of the worst on our list.
I'm gonna kill those Caucasians.
But look at the fundamentals.
The fundamentals, you're black, they're white. This ain't hockey.
So there you have it, the top 10 worst comedy movies that Hollywood somehow thought were a good idea. Did we miss any of your personal least favorites? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this list, or at least enjoyed feeling better about your own movie tastes, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to TenXcellence for more top 10s, and ring the bell so you never miss out on the next list of the best or worst that entertainment has to offer. Until next time, keep laughing, or at least try to.